Welcome back, guys, to Spine Benders, and this week we talk about favorite formats. My favorite have to be hardcover books because of just how it looks on my shelf. They look gorgeous. They're like the knights of the castle on my bookshelf. They're just amazing to look at. Also, the feeling kind of when it holds in your hand, you just feel more. There's more stuff there. Kind of just I'm weird, but they just feel there's something more. Little hint of magic right there. Also, they're adorable. I mean, I'm like super clumsy, so I'm not the nicest person towards books. I don't open books just like a peek open because I want to keep it in shape, even though I'm really picky about the shape itself. So basically, I don't have to worry about that. Also, they're like a prize, like within a prize, and I'll explain that. Especially when it comes, like a book comes in your mail and you're like, oh, you open it. So that's your first kind of like moment of happiness with your giddiness and all that amazing feeling that you have when you open a package in the mail and it's super awesome. So basically that's the first feeling of amazingness, epic, mind-blowing awesomeness. Basically there's a surprise within that book itself. I mean, the flap and what's inside the flap is, and the spine itself kind of just, it's amazing. It's like awesome Kindle Surprise inside. I love looking at the flap of the basically the book. Sometimes even on the other side of the flap, so not the cover side but the inside, there's some awesomeness within. I mean, just today I realized that Amanda Hawkins' Wake had this amazing, gorgeous poster-looking thing underneath. I was like, oh my gosh, so that's what I missed when I read the arc. Yeah, super awesome. Also, with the actual book itself, like the hard part without the flat part, the book itself, I love looking at the color. I want to see what's underneath. I always want to see what's the font. I want to see the font color itself as well, and I want to see if there's anything special, if it's more than just a font. Maybe there's a cool symbol in there. Maybe there's actual picture, like a not picture, but like something engraved in there, or maybe just completely different. Like I had Killers inside and Why We Broke Up inside, the hardcover version. Yeah, so they're all super cool. So I love looking at that. I mean, I love bitter blues like color inside. It's purple. I mean, yeah, super amazing. And as well for the spine, I want to see if there's anything special with it. I just kind of like see the Kindle Surprise of basically books hardcover. So basically that's it. I love the feeling. I love how it looks, and I love the surprises within. So that's why I picked hardcover books. Second, I love ebooks just because it's so convenient. I can just read. I can start reading anytime because I have my iPod with me 24/7. And if I get bored, like uploading this video on YouTube, it takes quite a while. Yes, it does, especially in my basement. So basically, I open my Kindle app and I start reading. So it's really convenient. Also, it doesn't weigh a lot. But the thing is that it's missing that feeling of hardcover books or the other books as well, or the other formats. You don't get the feeling of the actual book. And you don't see the cover to its full extent. It's kind of sad, but basically that's it for ebooks. As for paperbacks and mass market, they are all great, but like I said before, I'm not the neatest person when it comes to books, so I open them wide, and of course the first cover flap will always tilt up like that, like some of the book does, because basically it gets the chemical and the material they use for the book cover itself, so it flap up quite a bit, and it bugs me a little, and I'm kind of sad, and I put weights on it, try to get it back to like the pristine shape and all that stuff. So basically that's not my favorite, I guess, and it doesn't last a lot. It kind of gets old quite quick, especially if you look at the books in the library. I mean, I know library doesn't give them people who borrow books and stuff, but it gets really not pretty. And with mass market, the font usually are smaller and the formatting are really quite tight, and I don't really like that. It kind of bugs my eyes a little. Yes, I'm weird like that, but it bugs my eyes a little, and my parents will be like, why are you reading that? That's really small font, read something bigger, or listen to audiobooks and all that stuff. And yeah, so basically that's my opinion on all the different formats. And what's yours? Comment below, or maybe do a video response, or do whatever you want. I want to see what's your favorite format, and don't even ask about the picture form back here. Yeah, my dad got a little creative, I suppose. And yeah. Oh, next week we'll be talking about basically new tips for bloggers. Super cool. Stay tuned for that. I really want to see all the other spine benders video because that's so awesome. I want to learn from the pros. They're like my sensei or they're my seniors, so yeah, want to see that. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye.